What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This isn't a podcast. We don't want to call it a podcast. We're just going to predict UFC 304 for y'all.
Yeah, it's just a little video for y'all, a little fight.
Because this is the dilemma. We have episode 76, our mid-year award ceremony. It's filmed. Once I have a day off, I'm going to edit it, post it up. And I just didn't want to have this as a podcast and have like episode 77 drop, then episode 7. It would just been a mess. So this is just going to be predictions. We have a pretty epic card. UFC 304, Manchester, UK. You honestly, like, a lot of the UK fights have been fight nights. It's like UFC London, UFC whatever.
So they're finally getting
a
card
pay-per-view. Yeah, it's a legit pay-per-view. But this is the thing. It's at 10 p.m. here, so it's gonna be at like 2 a.m. in London for all the London fans. Which honestly, like, that sucks.
Gotta favor the East Coast, man.
Yep, gotta favor America. But we'll start off with the main card. Arnold Allen, Giga Chikadze. I gotta go with Arnold Allen here, bro. Like,
I'm gonna go with Arnold Allen because he's not done. He's a top. What was his last fight? I actually forgot.
His last fight, I think it was Movsar Evelev.
Giga chased him, man.
Remember with that? That was like some controversial knees and stuff. Yeah. Like, that was a little controversial.
Dude, he's a legend of the game.
He's only 19-3.
He's a legend of the game.
He was 19-1 before he lost to Max Holloway.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's still a beast. He's got hands. Giga Chikadze, I know. We've heard that name a lot.
Dude, he's a legend of the game, man.
Legend of the game. 15-3. He beat Caceres. Lost to Calvin Kattar. You know, he beats who he's supposed to beat. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's supposed to be Arnold Allen. I think this is one for Arnold Allen.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Arnold Allen there. Next up, Christian Leroy Duncan versus Gregory Rodriguez, aka RoboCop. How old? RoboCop is just a guy that, like, if you just need a good, like, fight to put somewhere, RoboCop.
RoboCop will get it done.
But Christian Leroy Duncan, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard of this dude. He's 10-1. He gets knockouts. This is the thing, though. Like, for some reason, I feel like even though they're in the same division, like, RoboCop just seems like a beast. You know what I mean?
It's a badass nickname, RoboCop. I got RoboCop, honestly.
I think I'm gonna go with RoboCop as well.
I'm gonna go RoboCop.
I think he's gonna knock this
by
dude out.
Knockout and then retirement, hopefully.
That would be sick. Knock out the United Kingdom dude in the United Kingdom, and retire. All right, here we go. It's not Bobby Green anymore. Bobby Green officially changed his name to King Green.
Yeah, guys. So
it used to be Bobby King Green. Now it's just King Green.
Personally, I'm not going to be calling him King. I just personally,
I don't want to call a grown man.
First of all, to be honest, I don't even know how that's legally allowed. How can you change your name to like King? Like, you think that would be like a retired name?
Yeah, because I thought King was like a title.
Like, they're over here banning hurricane names that you can't use anymore. Like, we're gonna use the word King. So I'm not gonna be personally calling him. He's still Bobby Green to me. Bobby King Green.
Robert.
Okay, it's a cool
Paddy
nickname.
Pimblett was like Robert Green.
I can't be that down bad to call him King Green.
But now we have Paddy Pimblett coming off of the.
What is Bruce Buffer gonna call him? King Bobby Green.
King Green. Probably. So yeah, Paddy Pimblett's coming off the Tony Ferguson dub, which I don't really know. Like,
honestly, man,
was that a W victory from Paddy? Like, Tony Ferguson, realistically, we all love Tony Ferguson, but he got a decision.
Well,
this is when Tony was trading with David Goggins.
What did Bobby Green do to him? Did he finish him?
Bobby Green submitted Tony Ferguson, I believe.
After dropping him, too.
Like, Bobby Green, he was on, like, a little roll beside when he dropped that Turner fight. When Turner knocked him out, like, and it was controversial. Could not continue.
What is going on?
So he's coming off his UFC 300 dub. He submitted Tony Ferguson when Paddy Pimblett just got the decision against him.
I do have...
Dude, King Green's a favorite, too.
I do have...
I'm calling him King Green.
Like, I do have Paddy Batty winning. I feel like...
you have Paddy the Batty winning?
I feel like Bobby Green, man... Like,
is it just a story?
Yeah, a story. And I think Paddy, like, after his Jared Gordon arguable decision, I think... People obviously were like, wait, this guy's really not even that good. But we are guys, he was a Cage Warriors lightweight champion, and he's not. I don't think he's as bad as people think he is. I think his just potential doesn't really shine as well as others.
I want to go with King Green so bad.
I mean, you had Conor McGregor knocking people out left and right, and he looked like a good fighter. And we have Paddy Pimblett barely getting by these decisions, but he's still doing it, and he's going against better guys each time. And so I'm not saying he's a future champion or anything like that in the UFC. I'm just saying he's not as bad as we think he is, and I think it's gonna be a close fight. I think he outworks Bobby Green.
Yeah,
he's the younger, fresher
really just
fighter.
I see why Paddy should win this. Like, he's a younger guy.
Yeah.
I feel like he has been like let off the reins a little bit by the UFC. Like at first they were like using Paddy to promote a whole card.
Right.
Now it's like we got the champs on this one, but I feel like that's why he should win. But at the same time, like Bobby Green, even though he's getting older, bro, it seems like every fight, like
that dude scraps. He's never out of it.
He's just getting younger, bro.
Yeah.
I think he has a great chance at knocking out Paddy.
I do think it's gonna be tough to knock out Paddy, but you could do it.
So I'm gonna go with King Green.
It's gonna be a good fight. I think that's gonna be an underrated fight because I think Bobby's gonna get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. And then we have the interim heavyweight championship bout, which John Jones and Stipe are gonna fight. Who knows if the winner of that will fight the winner of this, and who knows if they'll even have another.
I feel bad for Aspinall because let's say he does go out and win this, he's almost wasting a title defense because truth of the matter is, I do respect it because going into this fight,
he shouldn't even have it.
Going into this fight, he is not champion of the world. He is the interim champion of the world, which the only thing that belt does for you is say that you can fight the champion next.
Ticket to the champion.
What I also don't like is whenever you become interim, they promote you like a champion. For example, For example, there was a YouTube video from the UFC that was like every welterweight champion, and Colby was in it, which is absolutely blasphemous because he was never a champion. The undisputed or the interim belt does not give you that status. But Aspinall is almost wasting a defense.
It really should be silver. Just so there's not a picture of Dustin Poirier with the belt, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Aspinall can have a whole title win and a title defense right now, but now he just has 0 title defenses, and now he still has to gain the heavyweight belt.
This is what it goes back to. The Sergey fight shouldn't have been for that.
That's true.
Like what we said in the past.
This should be the first one.
This should be like the legit interim, and it's crazy because like I'm not counting out Curtis Blades here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Curtis Blades.
Speaking on the fight, who do you think takes this fight?
But I think Aspinall. For some reason, I feel Aspinall's submission right now.
I
don't know why.
I like that.
I just feel like it would just catch the whole world off guard at this point. Because realistically, like we're seeing Tom Aspinall. Like we've known about Tom Aspinall for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because
his submission game, his submission bag is deep.
Yeah, he is a submission bag, and I feel like a lot of like there's the newer gen. Because dude, you ever see like these TikToks where it's like people like showing their first UFC card and it's like UFC like 276 or like UFC 295 with someone.
Yes.
It's like I'm not dissing, like good shit, you're a fan now. But it's like, damn, we've been in the game for a minute. Like there's a lot of new fans every single day.
Every single day.
You know what I mean? Like we've been watching for like a good like 3-4 years straight. There's people just becoming fans 5 cards ago, which is awesome. You know
awesome for the UFC. You know, it's like great to see those.
And hopefully, maybe some people want to make UFC accounts and like check out our UFC account and just like be in the sport. You know what I mean?
I love MMA, man.
We've been on Tom Aspinall for a minute.
My prediction of the fight, I think Aspinall. I think a knockout. I'm not sure why. I mean, Curtis Blades, another good wrestler. Tom Aspinall, very heavy. I think it's kind of gonna be like almost a similar fashion of Sergey. Just
okay.
2 giants going at each other, or maybe not. Maybe it's
a
more technical
Tom
fight.
Aspinall won that? He was basically watching what Sergey did. To I think it was a kick like every time.
He's one of these risky ass
dumbass. He went for it and he got it.
He's one of these risky ass.
Like it was open twice. Yeah. He's like, I'm going for it this third time.
I don't love this about him. Very rare fighters do this.
Taking chances.
He keeps his hands down, and people are like, "Why do that?" Well, he could see everything that's coming. You know, when you're blocking a lot of your face. You're not gonna be able to see as well. Yeah. This dude is wild the way he fights with his hands down. Kind of similar to MVP. Hands all the way down. He'll see absolutely everything coming at him. But now you're completely wide open. So if something does touch you, and you are in the heavyweight division, so if anything touches you for that matter, you're going out.
Especially
but
like
in this fight, it favored him, and I did see what you meant by
reading Sergey.
Yeah, reading Sergey and then being able to touch him up and then knock him out.
He's a huge favorite, -355. Yeah, interim heavyweight. Here we go. We're both rocking Aspinall.
I think this is the real heavyweight or real interim heavyweight, and I think Aspinall is too hungry. He's already the guy that should be the champion. He's already the guy who wants to fight the best in the world, John Jones. He's not losing.
I think he's
losing
legit. Yeah,
Saturday
I
night.
think what it comes down to is Aspinall is legit, and he's the future of heavyweight at the moment.
Let's not forget he already put down Volkov, right?
Put down Volkov. Put down Pavlovich.
Put down many other.
He submitted
opponents.
Volkov in round 1. So knocked out Spivak in round 1. Submitted Arlovsky in round 2. But his last 3 is knockout, knockout, knockout. round 1, round 1, round 1.
The dude just stopped fucking.
Wait, no. My bad. This was Blades versus Aspinall when he got injured.
So he's got two
knockouts in a row. And if you're not counting the fight, I mean, this is what sucks about injuries. Like, you have to. You know what I mean? Like, you have to count them as a loss. Because, like, it's involved in fighting.
I wasn't necessarily mad at him getting the interim shot before, but now looking at his past opponents,
I mean, Tybura,
they are some of the best guys in the world, but, like, what did he do to earn an interim anyway?
I think it really just came down to, like, these are, like, heavyweight is just very slim right now.
But, I mean, man, did he show up.
You know what I mean? Like, heavyweight is a slim-ass division, bro. Let me go to the heavyweight rankings.
Cyril Gane's just got to stop ducking.
Like, there's definitely, like, multiple people in this top 15 that we probably have never heard of. Or maybe not. Nascimento. Like, Nascimento's ranked, bro. This fucker. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's ranked. This dude's ranked who got kneed by Derek Lewis.
Lewis is ranked.
Like, heavyweight is very slim. And there's not really a standout guy besides Tom Aspinall right now. You know what I mean? Like, Jailton Almeida, we thought he just got a sub over like a bot. You know what I mean? But he got knocked out by Curtis Blades. So it's like,
gets absolutely
this would have been Jailton Almeida if he didn't get knocked out by Blades here. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Cyril Gane might be on the receiving end of the.
Yeah, I want to see Gane. I want to see Gane and Aspinall, bro. Hopefully. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
and it's just so weird because like Gane was like such like a staple of the UFC for a while.
Well, because he's just bad.
You know
he let Francis Ngannou out wrestle him, and then got submitted by John Jones. And
I feel like they definitely promoted Gane like a little too hard as interim.
I think they did too. I
mean, like when he won the belt against Derek Lewis.
Well, I don't think they expected that to fucking happen.
What happened to beat Derek Lewis?
What happened in the John Jones fight? I mean, dude, they were so much hesitant, they loved this guy so much they gave him a title shot after getting absolutely dominated for 25 minutes straight by Francis Ngannou. They gave him another title shot. He did that with it, dude. That had to have been the fastest submission,
dude, in heavyweight, in heavyweight,
and title fight history.
Not in title fight history, probably.
Fastest submission, dude. That was like 1 minute in.
Dude, that was a good ass fight.
It was fun.
And then we have the main event. Leon Edwards is finally back since December. He hasn't fought when he fought Kobe. And he's going up against Bilal Muhammad, who, you know, love him or hate him, he's on a 10-win streak. He deserves to be here. I'll admit it. I always thought
I do think it was the right thing by the UFC. I do think they were a little lackluster because you know how it is nowadays with the times. They're really, not only are they trying to put on good fights, but they're really more so. Yeah. Like I say, it's like 55. What would it be?
55, 45.
55, 45, where they more care about numbers than rather like the actual like fight, right? Yeah. Because like they were so hesitant on making this for every right reason because Leon Edwards doesn't really sell. He did get very popular because he did knock out the former number one pound for pound, but even then,
but his popularity is like,
yeah, is he one of the top guys in the UFC? Most popular wise, I would say right now he's not even top 5 most popular guys in the UFC.
Dude, and if he wins a decision against
Leon, no offense to Leon, man, but it's no secret he doesn't really sell fights. And then Bilal, he has a whole nickname based on not knowing who he is. So obviously he doesn't sell fights. So it's unfortunate that, you know, this fight didn't get made earlier because of those reasons. It is kind of bullshit when you think about it. Like they should have just threw it together.
Especially they fought
But
before,
that being said, exactly.
It should have happened.
Thank you.
Probably before Leon
so like
was
it's just unfortunate that the UFC, like specifically right now, I feel like when we first started watching it wasn't even like this, but they really are like, no, we want to make like with all these unwarranted title shots, like Dustin Poirier and all these people coming off 2 losses, they're getting it's crazy. But this fight deserved to happen, and it finally did. Yeah, Cheeto, like what the fuck? So now
it's just another case.
All that being said, I do unfortunately think Leon beats the piss out of him for 25 minutes straight. Reason being, he faced arguably the best grappler in the UFC in his absolute prime, and
I don't see Bilal.
Was able to live against it, and then not only that, to face a pressure wrestler like Colby Covington coming at you for 25 minutes straight. Yeah. I don't think
an aged Colby Covington.
I don't even think grappling or wrestling is better, or is better than either of those guys. Bilal, do you and then the striking wise,
I feel like Bilal can survive on the ground. That's the one thing that I think he definitely has he's good at that. But in terms of like setting up stuff and standing game, that's Leon obviously.
Yes.
Leon is so like technical,
He's so
and
sharp.
just smooth with it.
He's so sharp. It's almost like people don't like him because he doesn't get knockouts, but it's because he's so technical that he's just outclassing his opponents for however many minutes straight.
Literally.
And like I've said my choice of words for Leon about his decisions and how he's a decision guy. He has way more decisions than knockouts. What's cool though is he actually has one of the fastest knockouts in the UFC at 13 seconds. But
Oh really?
yeah. I think Leon's just gonna outpoint him for 25 minutes. He might even get a knockout. I know you've seen the memes of saying Bilal's the only guy Leon Edwards fought aggressive against. What makes you think he's gonna beat him now? And it's so funny because Bilal really is the only guy that Leon just went out and more was like the aggressor. That's where he normally counter strikes, sits back, throws leg kicks, but he was just beating the piss out of Bilal until the eye poke. So yeah, I have Leon just outpointing him. I do think and I'm not counting Bilal necessarily completely out. He could wrestle fuck him. Maybe he does what happened in Kamaru Usman Leon Edwards too, where he does dominate him the full 25 minutes on the ground, because we've seen Leon get dominated on the ground for most of the fight. I just think Leon, man, he's good, sharp, just better than Bilal.
I really only see, this is the only thing though, I only see Leon like winning by decision. I just don't see him finishing Bilal.
He doesn't finish guys, and you're right. You have no wrong reason to think about that, but I do like, they're giving him like, dude, if he beats Colby Covington now, Kamaru Usman, and Bilal, he just beat the 3 steepest grapplers in his division. Who's going to beat him? Because he's clearly the best striker.
I don't. I think Shavkat's the toughest fight for Leon after this.
I do like that. I just don't like Shavkat's gas tank. It's where we know Leon can go 25 minutes anywhere, any elevation.
True.
But obviously that's different because he's going to be. You're actually right. Shavkat's fuck man. Welterweight is just.
I don't know, my prediction. I think I'm gonna go a Leon decision. Yeah,
that's safe.
I have to. So yeah, we're gonna be watching that Saturday night. It's Wednesday right now. I'm gonna try to cook up the edit tomorrow or Friday.
That might be my big bet. How I always do a bet. I'm gonna do probably Leon decision and then maybe Patty the Batty money line just because it's underdog. That's probably a big bet. Put 50 on it.
See how the night's going on bets.
Guarantee you that makes me 100.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, guys, those are our predictions. Wait, you said Leon decision. So yeah, guys, we have some pretty similar predictions. I think we just went separate on the Patty the Batty fight. But if you guys know what this is, DQ, fire. That's
so we got
a little reward for making the pod. But we got UFC 304 this weekend. We got Izzy on the next card. Got a couple good months in the UFC. I'm interested to see what they cook up. I mean, the Sphere is going to be dope. We should have Connor anytime now. Anytime he can come back, and we'll take him in open arms. What else?
Yeah, Adesanya, Duplessis,
Merab, Sean, Max Holloway, Tuforia.
Oh, I think I'm most hyped for that.
I'm most hyped for it because I think anything can happen in that fight. Anything can happen. Like I feel like we're in such a situation where like the world, like if everything goes how like it has been going, Ilya would win. I do think like that's like what should be set to happen. Like Ilya should win, right? He's the younger, newer guy. Max Holloway already been in 3 title shots, losing them all, but he has still been champion, so it's so weird. But I think it's gonna be that's gonna be that's why I'm most hyped for it too, man. Because if Max Holloway win, it's like what the fuck? He just went through 4. Now you have to give the Volk rematch. You absolutely have to do the Volk rematch.
And he's still a problem in lightweight.
And the problem is he's still 32 fucking years old, man. So man, this shit, man.
Dude, he absolutely worked one of the best lightweight strikers in Justin Gaethje.
Yes, exactly.
Like, he's a problem at lightweight, so be careful, y'all.
Exactly.
We're hyped for the rest of the year. We're hyped for this weekend. Hope y'all enjoy this little video, and see y'all in the next vid. Peace.